can't turn away. 'Cause all the dreams you never thought you'd lose, tossed along the way. Letters that you never meant to send, get lost or thrown away. And now we're grown up orphans, I never knew their names. We don't belong to no one, that's a shame. You could hide beside me, maybe for a while, and I won't tell no one your name. And I won't tell them your name. The scars are souvenirs you never lose. The past is never far. And did you lose yourself somewhere out there? Did you get to be a star? Don't it make you sad to know that life is more than who we are? You grew up way too fast, now there's nothing to believe. The reruns all become our history. A tired song keeps playing on a tired radio, and I won't tell no one your name.
Baby bet, ayy, couple racks, ayy, couple Grammys on him, couple plaques, ayy, that's a fact, ayy, throw it back, ayy, and this one is for the champion. Ain't lost since I began, yo. Funny how you said it was the year, yo. Then I went did it again, yo. I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. All run from nothing, dog. Get your soul, just tell them ain't laying low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I wanna hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul, just tell them that the break is over. Yeah. Only in the speed, baby. Only in the speed, baby. Yeah.
Je t'aime, Trépirette.
Yeah, yeah. Holy smokes, I got my money up. Counting all these bands took me a while just to run it up. Multi-millions, I feel 100 up. All this cash on me, but I still can't buy love. Put the Hondas in the Chanel, got my racks up. Sit back, flip like an acrobat, get the stacks up. Got 2 accounts, still got millions in my backup. All this cash, sad thing is money still won't buy love. You can't fit my racks in an arena. White cup filled with stuff, it look like freezer. Growing them got hit with that subpoena. Better keep their mouth shut, or we gonna have to clean on money out like I'm nauseous. Baby girl, I'm exhausted. Baby, be cautious. Know the streets be talking. Every day walk with a check and I'm talking. Every day making money every way. Hang with them bosses. Holy smokes, I got my money up. Counting all these bands took me a while just to run it up. Multi-millions, I feel 100 up. All this cash on me, but I still can't buy love. Put the Hondas in the Chanel, got my racks up. Sit back, flip like an acrobat, get the stacks up. Got 2 accounts, still got millions in my backup. All this cash, sad thing is money still won't buy love. Woo! Spider. Yeah, 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 yeah. The price I want for a show, you gon' need 3 promoters. I got the body from Jim Ellis, but I had switched the motor. I got these bad round this, they all the coders. Yeah, I just told her make a store run. Yeah, I just bought all the Trojans. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I told her style my mix. Yeah, I told her stop telling everything she seen and told her meet me at the Ritz. Let's go. I got baguettes in the back of my ring and I went in trying to hit. I told her she gotta run through the team before she can talk to the lit. Before she can talk to the lamb chop. I just pulled up in some food. I told little mama tie all my shoes. Showed her 2 million cash, now she woozing. 20 watches and I'm still snoozing. I had came up out the trenches, then I had beat a few bodies like Boosie. She said you book on my show, you my. Yeah, I had to sing to this like Lil Tusi. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I learned to push through hard times and persevere through the races when you feel like you can't go on any longer.
So from what I've learned from cross country is that your friends and your teammates are everything. Whether or not you're fond of everyone on the team, you are going to need them in the race to help pull you along, and they also need you to push them along. Also, I learned how to not be morbidly obese.
The most important thing I learned from cross country is that you can do whatever you put your mind to. So if you're in the middle of a race and you're really struggling, really hurting, just wanting to be done, and you keep giving yourself negative thoughts like, I can't finish this, I just want to stop, and just all these negative things, your time isn't going to be as good. But if you go into the race thinking you're going to push through it, you're going to do it, even when you're struggling, you're just going to keep pushing, you'll get through it, then your time's going to be a lot better.
From cross country, I have learned that hard work can pay off.
I learned the importance of teamwork and not giving up, and it just taught me a lot about that.
Cross country has taught me so much, including always staying positive, working harder, pushing my limits, and making great new friendships.
Running has taught me to not only work hard, but to work hard consistently. The people that run every day of practice, they always improve themselves and are more likely to reach their goals. I also think that running is a mental game more than a physical game. If you go faster than you think and stay mentally tough, you can surprise yourself in races.
My favorite memory is building the giant bonfires at camp and washing dishes.
My favorite memory is from 2019 cross country camp, where the power went out and we were all in the lodge, and then for some reason Yurch, Ronnie, and Nick all decided to go to the shower house and put shampoo in their hair, and they were washing it, and then shampoo all over them, and then the lightning struck, and they almost got struck by lightning.
So my favorite memory was a couple years ago when me, Nick, and Yurch, we took shampoo and we went outside and we took a shower outside, but it just so happened to be mid-thunderstorm, so lightning was striking everywhere, like a war zone. We were just in the middle of it. Felt really triumphant. I love that day.
My favorite memory is probably going on the glow stick run or playing Uno at camp.
My favorite memory is deforesting Raccoon Creek State Park to build a massive fire that failed to light.
I think top one, top two might have to be, the hot dog on the ceiling. I'd throw back to back then, camp, bunch of memories. Washing dishes with the boys, that was a big milestone for us as a team. Great. Wish I could go back. Love washing the dishes.
My favorite memory is last year during cross-country camp. We went out to Lake Milton, and after our run, we went swimming and we were jumping off the dock.
My favorite memory is this year at camp, sitting on the cliff with all my friends and discussing stuff at like 12 a.m. It was a really good time and made a lot of good memories.
District's my sophomore year because I came to last place that qualified for regionals.
So my favorite race has to be Paynesville from last year because I almost died multiple times and I got to shove a lot of people and not get disqualified.
My most favorite cross-country race is from 2018 districts, and it's my favorite because it was the last time I raced with those seniors at that time, and they actually taught me a lot.
So my favorite race has to be either Canfield from last year at the high school, where I got first place in the meet, or this year at Strongsville, where I found out I was running at 6 a.m. and my bag had to be rushed up, and I still did pretty decent after a 6K workout the day before.
My favorite race was my freshman year at Strongsville because it was really muddy and that was my PR.
It's Legends every year because it's the fastest time course for me and I always have a good time. And this year was muddy, so it was extra fun.
I'd like to thank all my coaches that have helped me throughout this journey, like Coach Hannaford, Coach Damon, Coach O'Brien, all my parents, my brother Blake, for just making everything a lot more fun.
I'd like to thank my parents for always pushing me to be the best I can be. My coaches, Coach Leidick and Coach O'Brien, for always supporting me, and my teammates for always having my back and pushing me as well.
I would like to thank Coach O'Brien and Coach Leidick for making me who I am today and making the sport what it is.
I would like to thank my coaches, all of them, everyone who supported me through my journey to running, and especially my teammates. They've made us a great ride. So thank you guys.
I'd like to thank my family and friends that I've made over the years, as well as my coaches I've had through all the different seasons, especially Mr. O'Brien.
I would like to thank both Coach O'Brien and Coach Leidick for pushing me as hard as they could to make me a better runner at every practice, and my family who came to every meet just to cheer me on, and especially my mom who somehow got to every spot around the course just to cheer me on as loud as she could.
So first I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me the past 6 years of cross country. I'd also like to thank my coaches, Coach Dom, Coach Pav, Coach Damon, Coach O'Brien and Leidick this year.
I would like to thank my parents, the coaches, my friends, and especially my teammates, because when you're racing and you want to give up, you just hear them cheering and it really gets you through the rest of the race.
I want to thank my friends. They're a big part of the reason that I came out this year run. Just being with them, hanging out, it was all really fun, so I enjoyed that. I want to thank everybody on the team for being there, uplifting my spirits after I got injured this year. It was a bit of a bummer to get hurt after the first run, but everyone really played a big role in helping me out with that. I want to thank Coach O'Brien for letting me run or walk the last race. It means a lot to be able to finish the season off strong like that, so I just appreciate everyone's help.
I'd like to thank my family, my friends, my teammates, and my coaches for supporting me throughout my cross-country career. I'd like to thank the past seniors and the runners from this year for making this season and past seasons really enjoyable. And I'd also like to thank the parents and the boosters for helping us raise money and keeping camp together.
I would like to thank my coaches, most importantly Coach O'Brien and Coach Leidick, for always motivating me and wanting me to do better and always being there at practice and at the meets. I would like to thank my friends and my family for always being there at the meets, supporting me, making sure I have everything. I'd like to thank the boosters who make sure everything's in check and that we have everything that we need. And I'd most importantly like to thank my teammates who always push me to my fullest, are always there, and always care for me.
I would like to thank Coach O'Brien and Coach Leidick for being wonderful coaches these past years, Mrs. Marciniak for always helping, my parents for all of the cross-country stuff they had to put up with, and my friends for making running really fun.
So who I'd like to thank is Coach O'Brien and Coach Leidick, obviously, for helping me throughout the season and dealing with all my issues. Also, I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me and getting me everything I needed throughout the season and I guess throughout these last 5 years of running. And foremost, I'd like to thank my friends for first getting me into cross country and always making it fun and enjoyable and always pushing me to be better. So yeah, I'd like to thank all those people, and I definitely could not have done it without you guys.
First of all, I want to thank my family for supporting me throughout my running career. They bought me a lot of running shoes, been to a lot of meets, and sometimes I think they care about my performance more than I do. I'd also like to thank all my coaches, Coach Hanford, Coach Pav, Coach Damon, Coach O'Brien, and Coach Leidick have put a ton of effort into making me a better runner. Without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. Finally, I'd like to thank my teammates. Thank you for going on runs with me, pushing me in workouts, competing with me in races, and just being there. I love you all.